Hey, everyone. Hi, and welcome to The Real, where things get real and we talk about, well, whatever we feel. This is your girl, Shy, here on today, coming at you live. All right, so before we get into today's episode, which is going to be really lit, I really love today's episode. I think I'm having like too much fun doing this podcast. I don't know if there's something like too much fun, but I really think I'm enjoying this a little too much for my liking. Um, I think like a podcast is an introvert's paradise because you don't actually have to show your face. It's about to change in January. I have a surprise coming for you guys come January 2019. Uh, all right. So before I get into today's topic, I have a little, icebreaker story for you. Okay. Um, all right, because today's topic is gonna be like super informal. All right, so I have some like super nosy listeners. I might not have like 10,000 listeners, but thank you to you guys, sorry, who listen to my podcast religiously, who like, who comment, who share. It's really motivating. Thank you, especially on Instagram. I get so much love on Instagram. It's unreal. What's up, Instagram? Thank you. 110%. I get a lot of love on LinkedIn too. On Twitter and Facebook, you're coming around. Pretty okay, but thank you guys for tuning in and listening. Now, for some reason, I think my Facebook listeners are nosy, and I think it's because it's probably like my warm market. Me, a lot of people kind of know me or know my friends or something. But anyway, so they're really nosy and they kind of wanted me to tell a little more about my dentist story. I was like, all right, well, I can do that. I'll put it in this week's episode. So here it goes. So I went to the dentist. Like I said, I had a toothache from hell, right? And I tried to bear it, and I just couldn't. I mean, whoa, it was just too much. Like, I swear, like, my heartbeat was in my tooth or something. Like, it had its own pulse. Oh, it was unreal. Like, every time the blood would flow, it would just drive me crazy. So anyway, long story short, it hurt so bad, I had to take it out. I went to the dentist. Now, in my head, for some reason, I don't know if it's like maybe from cartoons, but I have this image of going to the dentist where they kind of prop open your mouth and you're kind of drilling and slobbering all over the place, and they kind of just like yank it out and you're in pain because you can just like feel it. So I would love to say that I went to the dentist and that was not the experience. I have felt many different types of pain. I've been in a car accident where I've totaled my car, um, barely able to walk. That was pain. I have had surgery, and after surgery, like the muscle spasms kind of thing. Well, that was pain. I have never had a pain like I had with the toothache. I mean, the pain before the extraction was horrible, but I swear I could feel every crack and break. I mean, and I know the dentist, they gave me, all those, the swipey gum stuff, whatever that is, numbing gel or whatever. And the injection, I could feel it going into my mouth. Oh, it was horrible, horrible, horrible. You had to put like something on the left side to kind of prop open my mouth, some kind of thing so I could bite down. It looked like when you go to get a pedicure, they kind of prop your foot up on something. It kind of looked like that. It was like a pedicure of the mouth or something. But it was, oh, I mean, the dentist was really good, don't get me wrong, but it was horrible. I could feel the tooth breaking piece by piece. But that wasn't even the best part. It's after, when I left the dentist. Oh, the pain, that was unreal. I was like, oh man. Actually, my mom went to the dentist because I'm a little mama's girl. But and I was just like, man, woo, that was horrible experience. If there's one thing I do not want in this life again, is a cavity. Ugh. And I mean, like, to have an extraction. Ooh, guys, go to the dentist annually. Something I have to work on. All right, so that was my story. The dentist trip was just It was probably not as bad as I thought it was, but just about. It was horrible, horrible, horrible. All right, so getting into today's topic. Today's topic is actually going to be part one. I'm going to do part two next week because I'm getting into, like I said, it's super heavy, yet it's kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Uh, the word is not unofficial. I can't find the word right now. But anyway, so today I'm going to talk about Educate, Not Retaliate, part one. And today's topic is, why do people challenge me every time I try financial literacy? I can't begin to tell y'all how annoying and how overwhelming it is for me as an internet marketer, a network marketer. And if you are an MLM that is finance based, if you are in Forex, trading, Bitcoin, credit restoration repair, if you are in anything that has to do with finance and money, you can clap right now and shout, because I know you understand what I'm talking about. And 9 out of 10, the people who challenge you have no affiliation with the field, know nothing about what you're talking about, but they've read some stuff on Google, or they have an experience, or so they say, based on something they did, and they want to challenge you every time. Now, I could go into details with some major arguments that, I can just, counter argue. But I don't believe in retaliation. I really don't, for the most part. Yeah. I believe in education, especially as a network marketing, internet marketing professional. I believe our job is to educate people. Whatever your product or service is, there are always going to be, and I'll call them, ignorant people out there. So you kind of have to just educate them and kind of let them follow along and see. All right, what are you talking about, Shai? All right, so the first incident I want to talk about is I post, and you guys think I'm joking, every time I post something about financial literacy, somebody takes me off. So I posted this post that was kind of circulating in my MLM about micropayments. So I posted it because I saw, one or two people doing it, and I was like, okay, let me go out there and post about micropayments, and let people know it's something they can do, and I really like the concept. So I posted it, and as you can imagine, I had this person. It really started off with one person saying, "Oh, that doesn't make sense," and this and that and the next, and then another person saying, "Oh, tell me more." Another person, and just back and forth. And I'm like, looking at the argument and thinking, like, what are you talking about? You have no idea what micropayments are. You think you know better. His opinion, the guy who started the whole thing under the post, his opinion was, well, you could just pay off your debt in full. If that was true, and if we could all pay off our credit card debt in full, most people would not have bad credit. People would not be in debt. We would all just be sitting high, mighty, and Gucci. But that ain't real. Pardon my slang, but it's true. It's just not happening. Okay? So I was just kind of like, are you kidding me right now? There are some people who need micropayments, and micropayments work, guys, because of the mere fact that you make double payments. If your payments are supposed to be 13, let's just say in a year, when you pay twice and you split the payments, you make 26. I mean, people do that with their mortgages to kind of bring down their interest and all that stuff, I mean, if you don't like it, don't do it. But don't just come and be like, da 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 da, because your situation and your suggestion of what it should be doesn't apply to everybody. There's no one set solution for everybody in most situations. What would help my financial situation might not help yours. You know what I mean? I might be able to pay off my credit card debt in full. You might not be able to. You might have like, what, $10,000 in credit card debt. How in the, pardon my language, hell are you supposed to pay? Come on now. All right. The second incident, I posted something about credit my rent. Saw it, liked it, posted it. Of course, there's someone who had a problem with it. Why would I want to credit my rent? That makes no sense. I could just get a house, get a mortgage. It makes more sense instead of paying. All right, fine. I posted something else probably about a week later about it's better I was just trying to experiment, y'all. I promise you, trying to experiment. All right, showing the different figures over the years. If you have a mortgage versus rent, same thing. I was so shocked. Same thing. Someone challenged me again. Oh, this one really got fire. Oh, because I think people are super sensitive about renting and buying. And then, there were the naysayers about, oh, why would I do that? All the repairs are on me. And I mean, just going on and on and on about the figures are wrong and this woman, this woman is really arguing my figures with me. I'm like, you're making no sense. And I'm explaining to her, like, where are you getting your numbers from? She can't give it to me. And I'm saying this to say, if you want to rent, you rent. And if using your rent to build your credit is something that you can and want to do, do it. You don't want to do it, who cares? I'm just being real though. You want to have a mortgage. Have a mortgage. I believe that once you're able and once you can afford a mortgage, it's the better thing to do. That's my opinion. You don't like the idea of a mortgage? Don't have one. But I promise you, it's like some people literally have an opinion on everything. And for no reason. It's like it never fails. I post something about financial literacy. Someone takes me on. And I'm thinking, okay. I think what really annoys me is people kind of say, okay, well, you're a network marketer, so I'm just going to challenge you because I already don't like you. So I think that anything you say is just doesn't make sense to me. Like, what are you talking about?